WWE and how you made the decision to leave the UFC and take this next step in your career.
Yeah, at first, I went to the Performance Center. I was there for about a week. This was maybe like a year and a half ago or so. And already from before that, well, first it was um, what was it, the Elimination Chambers, which started it all for me.
Okay.
I went there with Daniel Cormier and a bunch of other friends.
As fans, as
As
fans at that point,
fans,
yeah.
saw the show. I put out some stuff on social media just because, again, it brought back those memories of me being a kid, watching it, having a great time, just the whole experience. And I decided to have my people get in contact with the WWE, so we can go to the training center and just mess around, see if I can even do this. And um, I was there for a week. I loved it. And from then on, I've just been in talks with the WWE, and we've had meetings here and there. And finally, I'm here.
I'm curious, what's your nerve level, right? Because, like, I mean, amateur wrestling that kind of naturally progressed into fighting. It's kind of
Yes.
what you've been doing for a couple decades now. This is
Yeah.
new. This is different. So, what's your emotions like, and what are your nerves like heading into this next step? What is going to be, I imagine, a pretty lengthy career.
This is totally new for me, but just the experience that I'm having here, working with everyone, is something that I love. And I'm just right now. I'm kind of. I have a lot of emotions going on right now, from Brock and what he did to Ray and Dominic. That to me hit close to home. So again, like I'm very angry at the situation. Um, my mind is all over the place from what happened, and man, I'm just looking to be here and get some revenge.
What does this mean for your MMA career? People want to know: are you going to be able to do both things at the same time, or just to close the chapter on your MMA career?
As of right now, the chapter's closed on my MMA career, and I'm focusing on the task at hand with the WWE. Um, I love this sport. I've kind of rebirthed myself into like reliving it and just loving it again. So yeah, man, I'm all in and doing this. I'm diving deep into this, and this is what I'm doing for right now. Yes.
Will you stay in the USADA testing pool so you legally have the option to keep fighting in the UFC, or will you withdraw from that and which would take a little
Oh,
while?
I'm going to withdraw from that
Yeah.
because I mean it's great and all to see USADA come to my door at 7 o'clock in the morning, whenever they want, and just come in and just rush me out of bed, and so I'm okay with getting being pulled from USADA. Yes.
What was the conversation like with Dana White about leaving and coming to WWE? And did you get his blessing? Was it a bit contentious? What was the conversation like about leaving?
Yeah, we ended up talking on the phone, and you know what? He just supported me 100%. He just said like it was just a good, respectful, talk that we had. He thanked me for everything that I did. I thanked him and the company for everything that they did, and he just gave me his full blessing. He said, "This is awesome what you're doing. Go ahead. You know, you you have my full consent to go ahead and do what you want to do." So,
And what is it like looking at Brock Lesnar again? Obviously, you're not in a cage this time, but there must still be a sense of competitive attitude there, right?
oh, definitely, of course, yeah. That's never left. That's never left me. You know, just those feelings that I had when I first fought him in 2010. Now I would say it's amplified more so. You know, I've been watching him in the WWE for a while and seeing what he does every day, and like I'm not a fan of what he does and how he portrays himself when he's wrestling. So I'm here to change some things.
Are you now Cormier's favorite wrestler?
We know how he can get.
Yeah, I don't know. We've talked here and there, and he loves what I'm doing, and I got his full support for him fighting Stipe again whenever that fight happens. But yeah, man, we've been keeping in touch, and it's just kind of crazy on this road that I've gone into, and it's been such a short amount of time, but yeah, I've had a goal in mind, of what I want to do in this sport, so I'm doing it.
You never know. He might show up too.
I was gonna say, you think DC's a future tag team partner? Boy,
You never know. You never know.
DC loves it. He's a big fan. That wouldn't surprise me. Yes.
Could you see if this maybe doesn't go the way you planned in the WWE, maybe running it back in an octagon a year or two down the road?
Yeah, of course. I mean, I'm always training. Fighting like that's still my world. I still go in and train and do everything. I think it's great to stay sharp to do this. A lot of moves that I do in the octagon, we can do here in the WWE, and obviously improve on what I'm doing here and add on to it, and working with Ray. Um, yeah, man, just look to always improve, always get better. That's the name of the game, right?
How would you compare your first experience in MMA to your first experience in the ring with WWE? Like on the level of nerves and the excitement for yourself?
It's different because just I would say just the crowds that they have here in the WWE are, I would say, just the most electrifying, the craziest that I've ever seen anywhere else. You know, so it's definitely different from fighting. Fighting, you have a different mentality. You're not thinking of the crowd. You're thinking of what you're going to do with you and your opponent, and you can almost have the blinders on as you're walking out. You don't really acknowledge it. You're focused on what you're doing, and that's pretty much it. And this is a little different. You acknowledge the crowd. Um, they can help work with you on what you're doing. So again, I'm learning as much as I can, but yeah, it's different. It's a different animal for sure.
How much experience have you had or not experience, but how much input have you had in terms of your packaging, the music that you're going to be using, the plans for you in general?
Plans for me in general, to more so be myself. Be the fighter coming in. Um, but that's right now. Again, I'm gonna train as much as I can to get as best as I can for this opportunity, and just yeah, man, be the best wrestler, MMA fighter, just everything.
I think if anything, with Cain's background and his MMA record, bringing wrestling, this type of entertainment into his life is only going to make him much better at what he already is.
What have you seen out of? I guess you already said it. Kind of. What have you seen out of him that makes you believe that he can have success?
He's a natural. He's a natural. When you have the background that Cain has, there's you can't miss. You can't accept failure, and Cain is the type of guy that does not accept failure in his vocabulary. So he's going full head, man, and he's coming in strong.
Thank you.